for more than a decade. This is where I bring in Jesse Weber. He's an attorney. He's an anchor on the Law and Crime Network, and he's a NewsNation legal contributor. He's been following this case very closely. Okay, so you got to get me off the ledge, Jesse, because I seriously, I want to dig him up and wring his dead, filthy, foul neck. But I also feel the same way about the prosecutors in the case. Why am I wrong?
You're not wrong. I read this. I can't tell you how angry I was, how frustrated I was, but also I felt how frustrated law enforcement was. Remember, the Palm Beach detectives here in this case, they were frustrated by the fact that all the grand jury was presented was two witnesses, that it was a solicitation charge. It wasn't a battery. It wasn't rape. They took this to the feds, and the feds, instead of going after with a federal sex trafficking case, which they very well could have, especially after reading the documents that came out, there was enough evidence to go forward. This deal was presented. Now, what's the counter argument? And we haven't heard a lot of response, if any, from the prosecutors. They would say, I imagine, in a grand jury proceeding, we have to ask these questions of these witnesses because we have to present exculpatory evidence. So if there's evidence to say their stories were inconsistent or they might have had motives that were not pure, we have to explore it. I still feel icky about what I read. I have to tell you, I think what the jurors asked was very troubling. But I will also tell you, and again, this is not an excuse, this grand jury proceeding happened in 2006. In 2024, we have a far better understanding of sexual assault and what happens to these people and why individuals do not come forward and that we do not shame them for not coming forward sooner. So you could say the way people thought about this back in the day is different now. Again, not an excuse, but maybe a way of looking at this.
Well, even prostitutes can be raped. Come on, So, the fact that these are kids that are young girls first of all, being questioned by older men and, asked such private and personal embarrassing questions, that just blew me away. But also that one of them in the grand jury actually used the word, you committed a crime to this kid, right? She was 14. I do want to ask you about the walkthrough videos, though, the evidence, the pictures, walking through Epstein's Palm Beach mansion with a camera. There are some clues in there, Jesse, that you picked up on. And I want to ask you if the clues that you picked up on, first, what they are, and second, if they would have told every one of those grand jurors that those kids were telling the truth.
You nailed it right on the head. Aside from the fact that it's just chilling seeing the lair of Jeffrey Epstein, what you observe are pictures of naked women all over the place, like photographs. You see framed pictures of Ghislaine Maxwell. And aside from that being just, creepy, it's consistent with the accounts of these victims. So if you had a question about their credibility, the videotape shows it. And there's a lot of different elements, and there's medical equipment. You see the bed, you see the massage table. A lot of that, you're just putting two and two together to understand. But what it definitely does is it corroborates this account. And I tell you, I looked at these videos, and I actually was listening to the officer reading off the search warrant. It's the start of an investigation. It's the start of understanding the depravity of Jeffrey Epstein. I think that's the way that I looked at it, and I'm curious if other people look at it too.
Yeah, well, listen, speaking of looking at, as you and I are talking about these graphic photographs on the wall of Jeffrey Epstein's mansion, we can't show them. I wanted to show you because they're in the document dump. They're just too graphic, even with blurring. The things that are on the wall were too graphic. And the kids, they identified this stuff. When they did their interviews, they said, what I remember seeing on the walls, and sure as hell, it's there in the video. Jesse Weber, thank you. I so appreciate your legal expertise, as always. Thank you for this. Sorry to make you look at all this stuff today.
It's okay. It's important. Thanks, Ashleigh.
It's what you do. It's what we do. Okay, I just wanted to let our viewers know as well that if you or anybody you know has been a victim of sexual assault, there is help available, and it is better than what you just saw. Trust me. You can call the National Sexual Assault Hotline at 1-800-656-HOPE. It's 656-4673. Take a picture of your TV screen right now. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.